All right, this is the Relation Shop. It looks like we are about to have a taste test going on. I'm Toya. We have Jason and Eric, and we in here.
Yeah, I like it.
Yes.
I'm thirsty.
I know, right? I'm just seeing all the bubbles. Like, what?
Bubbles. Man, I haven't heard bubbles in a while. Brings back a lot of memories.
So, I have a question.
What?
Is this pop?
Yes. It's not alcohol. We're not doing any shot game.
I was waiting on. I knew somebody was going to say
soda.
I knew.
Coke in the South. Everything's Coke in the South.
No,
Coke, soda,
pop. It is all pop for me.
There you go.
Pop.
So
Soda.
yes, those are different flavors.
Soda.
And there's a reason we have this, so we'll get to that.
All right, cool.
Yeah. What we're going to talk about today, though, is managing our differences in marriage,
Yes.
which is one of the keys. Right?
Yeah.
The similarities, that's a given.
Yeah.
Easy.
You like that, I like that, we both like that, everybody likes that.
Everybody likes that.
Our marriages rise and fall on how well we manage differences.
Yeah.
We're going to have a ton of differences.
It's the perfect time to talk about that. You know what's coming up.
Yeah. A little bit of voting season right now.
It's voting season. Yeah.
It's so funny. You know, this, well, you guys know me well enough to know. I filtered good because I think I've said it before, but every time I see people posting like just voted on Facebook, my tendency is always to post, well, I just voted the opposite, so we just offset each other.
Cancel each other
I just canceled you out.
It is funny. I did see my daughter's I did see my daughter's vote, and I'm like, okay, we got to go vote.
Yeah, we got to counteract her. Yeah. So the person, I'm like, oh, you voted, good job. I voted the opposite.
Right.
That's
so
funny.
yours no longer counts.
Right.
I nullified you. But that's just the side of me that's annoying. So that is one of the differences. I've actually talked to couples where there was great differences politically, which was weird to me.
Nowadays that's
because
big.
it wasn't just, well, there's a difference between people who just have some differences and people who are like highly involved, adamant, have no room for the possibility, because that's where politics has gotten right now. So far to each extreme that you can't have any room in your head for the outside possibility that the other quote side could have any merit to what they think, because we become so divisive. And one of them was that heavy on one side, and not only, but loved to spend a lot of time watching the channels that support their side. And I was like, how in the world did you guys decide to get married? This was this important to you? Like really thought that the other person was just flat wrong. I'm like, that makes it, that's a big difference, because when you're we lean different ways, but we can see some merit.
Something like that, when your views are that different, you're talking almost some character differences.
Well, it's worldview. It's how I believe the world should operate.
So how are they going to raise their kids?
Well, these two were older and already had, that. So
their kids were already screwed up.
Yeah. The kids were old enough to not be in the house. So,
that helps.
But still, it's like, dude, you can't.
Yeah.
You can't. And it was like, okay, well, then the solution is you guys can't really talk about that.
You're right.
Why would you continue to get into conversations where there's going to be contention and conflict?
Right.
I would say steer away from those.
Yep.
But the person did not want to. It was important enough. They really wanted to talk about it all the time. I'm like, good enough. So needless to say, I only saw him once.
That's a tough one.
Never saw him again.
Yeah.
So I was kind of like the,
maybe you united them. They left and talked about you.
No, I'm pretty sure if we talk about managing differences, some of their differences were highly extreme to the point. I even asked them, I was like, how in the world did you decide to get together and get married? Because it was later in life. Like they were in 50s. One had never been married. The other had been married, had a whole family, that whole. I'm like, I have zero idea why you thought this was a good idea.
That's a tough one to navigate.
I got nothing for that. I was like, basically, if this works, can't talk about this. Can't talk about this. Got to just live with this. So.
Wow. Sounds like a fun marriage.
Yeah.
Let's just live with it.
But we got to manage our differences. We got to handle our differences.
Yeah.
Every marriage has sets of unresolvable issues. Quote, irreconcilable differences. Is obviously a dumb reason to get divorced, because that's every marriage.
Well, let me jump in there with what we're doing here today, because we're not going to blast you all at once, because that's a lot of stuff to drink, right? So we're going to do
if we want to do that, we can race and see who can put them all down.
kind of go as we go. So the idea behind this is we all have our differences. You might like one thing, you might not like another, right? So we got our difference. So we're going to find out if you guys are on the same page or you got your differences. So,
like taste buds, like what we like or
what
don't
you like. See if you like this now. Where you can have the game and get your point is if you can tell me what flavor it is.
Or
get close to it, you get it. So we'll start out with a couple.
I see there's 16. So do we have 8 different kinds?
8.
Yes.
8 different kinds.
8 different kinds.
8 different kinds.
Oh, okay.
8 different flavors.
Jason went all out.
Toya's not like she saw them all poured. She's like, I saw the bottle.
I didn't see the names.
So these are a brand of soda. You don't know the brand, so but they're unique flavors.
And just for our listeners, these are sodas or pop.
Yep, it's
pop.
pop.
This is non-alcoholic.
Nope. These are straight up sodas.
Most of the time.
I'll even show you the bottle. Let's see if you get it right.
When we're done.
So when you're done, so just go ahead and drink it. Tell me if you like it.
It's a light flavor.
Interesting.
Okay. So that's a yes. You like it or no?
Look at talk about differences. Look at mine's gone.
Slammed.
And Toya's
she's a sipper. She's taking it in.
She's a sipper.
Mm-hmm. I can't make it.
It's like I could drink this if that's all they had there.
Yeah.
I wouldn't pick this. It's a little flowery to me.
Okay. All right.
A little flowery.
I don't know. I'm thinking
nothing?
maybe a coconut type.
Oh, we're supposed to guess the thing.
You got the flavor?
So,
but
rosemary. It's not a flower.
I don't think it's a flower, but okay.
What do you got?
Just coconut, but I could be wrong.
Actually, butter.
Butter soda.
Butter.
Weird.
Soda.
Show.
Butter soda. Okay.
All right, let's do one more and then we'll move on a little bit. We'll just kind of hit these as we go.
Butter.
Go.
I wouldn't have guessed butter. I had
Now I know these are weird pops.
All right, okay.
There you go. See what you think.
See, now I'm sipping because I want to have multiple tastes on it.
Yeah.
Because the first time I just got one. Oh, that's weird.
What do you think? You like it?
I wouldn't pick this one either.
Do you like the first one better?
I don't know which one I like better. I don't know.
Better is a relative term on these.
Okay.
Maple.
Okay.
No, it's not maple. I have no idea what this is. This is not like any flavors I would put in my mouth. Is it,
all right.
Maybe like sawdust or something?
Sawdust. If I had to give a point, you would be closer because we actually have bacon flavor.
Oh, that is crazy.
That tastes like bacon.
Yeah. Take it up with Lester. They're his.
Lester Fixin's bacon.
Yeah. So that's how we're playing this. We'll just kind of as we go.
So I
hit
was
these.
close.
All right.
Look at me.
So far you're in the lead. No, you don't get
Even
bacon
knowing it's bacon. So usually after you can retaste it. I still can't get bacon out of it because I like bacon.
I can taste that now.
You got bacon?
Maybe a little bit of like the shake like on your salad kind of thing, like the dried bacon bits that don't really taste like bacon. Maybe that.
Okay. You're right.
All right.
I can see that.
All right, Toy. I'm gonna say you're in the lead so far. So
managing differences.
All right.
So
she's a bacon ahead of you.
Oh man. Yeah. So managing differences in marriage. So I just have a few things here that I was going to talk about.
Okay.
Number 1, don't get lazy. So don't get lazy when you're managing differences. You want to make sure that you still make time for date night, make time for deep conversations. And make time for romance.
Hey, if you want to manage your differences, just don't be lazy.
Still initiate things.
I said there was no alcohol in that. I think that's right.
Okay, so I want to be on your team, Toya. And so.
Oh, you're looking serious now.
So,
okay.
I want to be. I want to help make sense of what you're trying to bring to the table, so you don't feel bad. So basically, what you're saying is when there's areas of differences, we may need to be a little more intentional.
Yeah.
Which is not being lazy, and so
there you go.
We need to know the differences and make time for some of those differences.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, what? Simple as movies. I like action. She likes the
But
Nicholas,
it's just initiate.
Whatever.
Just initiate whatever that is.
Make sure,
So don't just fall
Ticket
into
to Paradise
it.
Yet?
Saw it last night.
Oh, we did too.
Did you?
In the theater?
Yeah.
Oh, we did too.
Look at that.
10 o'clock showing. We could have met you there.
There you
The
go.
life of people with big kids or kids out of the house.
Yeah, we did. Jill was like 8:30 and Jill's like, hey, want to go to a movie later?
Yeah.
I'm like, sure.
I'm not a Julia Roberts fan, so I struggle.
Really?
Oh, no. Struggled.
I like her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that explains a lot.
She just seems real. Explains a lot. It doesn't explain anything.
Anyway,
it makes no sense.
So
you went for George Clooney then?
No. Yeah.
I went for Lisa.
I went for Lisa.
He's like, I'm not really a Julia Roberts, but
if I had to pick,
put Clooney in a movie, I'm there.
Well, if I had to pick between the two, I'd go Clooney. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Anyway. Where were we?
Yeah. Don't get lazy.
Don't get lazy.
And by the way,
lazy, that's right.
By the way, because I know you like this. This came from ChristianMarriageAdventure.com. Boom.
There's so many weird Christian marriage adventure.
Yeah.
As opposed to Christian marriage.
Christian marriage was probably taken, so they had to add in the adventure.
Oh, adventure.
There
because mediocre Christian marriage was taken. So the adventurous Christian marriage was great.
Gotta have that one.
Something is smelling over here.
Yeah, you getting the whiff?
Yeah,
right,
but
there's
anyway.
more coming up.
Yeah. Whew. All right, so that's number 1. Don't get lazy.
All right. Okay. All right.
Number 2, let go of expectations.
Okay.
The plans God has for your marriage may be different for you and your spouse, and it may be more different than what you thought they were. So let's say when you're single, you have your idea of things in your marriage, right? But now your spouse comes along, they're different. They have different dreams, different goals. And it's like, how do you then just kind of step back and say, okay, Lord, what do you have for this marriage?
Okay.
Instead of focusing.
I would say be willing to adjust your expectations.
Okay, there you go.
I would like that.
Number 3.
Adventure.
Be patient and humble.
Okay.
I mean, I could say that for everything, right?
Right.
Parenting tip number 2, be patient and humble.
Yeah.
How to get along with your boss at work. Be patient and humble. So, Christian marriage adventure.
Yeah. Well,
all right.
Okay.
Well,
last one, number 4, embrace the differences.
Okay, now you're talking.
I agree.
Now you're talking.
I agree. Finally,
So-
they got
Save
one
the best
right.
for last.
Finally.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
So just open up to each other's worlds of excitement, right?
Yeah.
So that's what we kind of mentioned that we like about being different, right? Is that Jill is bringing something different to the table than you, and y'all can come together and experience things that you would not have experienced, you know?
Yeah.
Ahmad, he's into the arts. He likes museums. Because of that, I go, but that's definitely not what.
Hey, look at that
I'm with you.
painting.
Hey.
That's not. Yeah.
It's called The Educated.
Oh, man.
Hello?
Oh,
See,
man.
my idea, this is perfect since you saw the movie last night and I saw the movie last night. My idea of a museum was Julia Roberts' comment when they were standing looking at this big picture on like a art exhibit and it had just a blue circle in the middle and the guy's like, this is representing, and she's like, I think it's upside down. And it was just like a frame with a blue circle and
in
like
the middle.
exactly.
Yeah.
And this guy was about to pontificate about, on the 5th blue moon when the sun,
You know what?
meets
Some of us have culture.
Ah!
Some of us don't.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all there is.
Our art is just
That's all it is.
This is where I'm logical and sequential in life normally, and so art is just you just make up your own stuff. Like, that's a fawn feeding from its mother, and it's like. No, it's not.
I'm not sure what museums you're going to,
fighting.
but
I don't know. Yeah, everything's abstract. So
So there you go.
So yeah, I like 1 of your 4.
Yeah,
Well,
one of
that's
your 4 is
it.
good.
One of 4. There you go.
Okay, so you have differences of opinion on your list. Well, let's continue and see how different
right.
you guys go.
All right.
Which ones? We're going this one and this one. Let's see how well you guys do.
right.
So we've had bacon and butter
Butter.
so far.
Yep.
This is ridiculous. Oh, wow. This smells.
First rule, probably don't smell it.
This kind of reminds me of the butter. No, whipped cream.
Okay.
Whipped cream's actually good.
Oh,
This is unbelievable. Hold on.
Yep. What you guess? Do you like it? No, you can tell you don't like it.
No, this is
You don't
like
like
fabric softener.
Okay.
I'm sticking with whipped cream.
Whipped cream. This is actually ranch dressing.
Ranch dressing.
Ranch. Did you get
I like
ranch
dressing, but I didn't get that.
And so this is.
I don't really eat ranch anymore.
Oh, well, there you go. All right.
Oh.
So you didn't get ranch out of that. So far, do you have I mean, I know none of them's your favorite.
No, I wouldn't drink any of these. The butter one, I could probably get away with a little bit.
Yeah.
If I had to.
If you had to do butter.
If I had to be polite, I'm at somebody's family barbecue and I'm trying to fit in, I'd be like, oh, it's not bad.
Okay.
Oh, okay. This is the best one so far.
Okay.
Maybe some
I could
type
see
of
that.
fruit.
Okay.
But that would be too easy.
Just go with it. Go with your gut.
Strawberry? Not, I don't know.
Tastes a little Jolly Rancher-ish.
Okay. I mean,
Watermelon
you're
Jolly
on the
Rancher.
right track.
Yeah.
Think of food, some kind of food.
Okay. But it's something fruity.
Okay.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah. Got no guess? Peanut butter and jelly.
Oh.
You got peanut butter and jelly out
I
of
would
that?
not have guessed that.
Not bad.
Yeah. All right.
The jelly in there? I was close. Jolly Rancher.
But yeah,
you guys
that
got
was
picked up on the fruit, so all right.
bad.
Well, you're getting there. All right. Well, we got more we'll get to later. So.
Man, you got,
We're still not done.
Butter, bacon,
Yeah, ranch.
ranch,
Peanut
and
butter
peanut
and
butter and
jelly.
jelly.
Yeah.
Wow.
Stomach's feeling good. Okay,
Yeah,
so
poor boy.
here's what I believe about managing differences. For me, it's a twofold approach. Celebrate. I think we need to try to celebrate our differences, right? Because here's the thing: a lot of times in dating, we love the differences.
Right.
Oh, they're more organized and I'm not, and so I love that they're planned, or I'm so planned and they're spontaneous. I love the spontaneity, or I'm introverted and they're an extrovert. I love it that they bring it out of me, and then you get married.
Fast forward.
Yeah, and it's like, why you want to do stuff all the time and try to have people over? Because I'm extroverted. Like this is what it is, and it's like, why can't you ever be planned? And I'm like, no, I just wait till the last minute on everything.
Yeah.
So I think when we need to continue to celebrate the differences. I think part of being able to do that, going back to one of the things, we got to be intentional, right? If I'm having more interactions with my spouse in ways where the differences frustrate me, it's going to be a lot harder to celebrate it as opposed to like put yourself in situations where their difference is a strength and you really enjoy it, right? So I mean, be intentional. It's like if somebody's good at whatever, then make time to do the thing that they're good at. So you're like, man, I love it because their strength is showing up. And I think if you're not intentional, that may or may not happen.
Right.
But if you can't celebrate it, because sometimes our differences are so frustrating, we can't figure them out. Now, I want to ask you what you guys' biggest differences in your marriage, right? So, but things like, there's people who have differences in punctuality.
All right.
One's on time all the time, and you got somebody who's never on time, right?
Okay.
That's hard to celebrate. Or so we have differences in sleep routine, differences in time together versus time apart, differences in how we express emotionality, how anger is expressed, how we communicate conflict. I mean, on and on and on down the road, right? And so some of them are hard to celebrate because it's like, how can I celebrate the fact that they're late all the time?
Right.
So if you can't celebrate, then I think the approach is close the gap. How do we accommodate the other person as much as we can, and then how do we just accept, dude, this is who they are? Yeah. And at some point, I can be frustrated trying to change them my whole life, or I can accept, dude, that's who they are. Yeah. They're not organized, or they're habitually late. Can they try to work on it some? Yeah, but are they ever going to get to the point where you're at? Yeah. No. So
it tells you where your focus is. Is your focus on the person? Or you focus on what their issue is or not?
But you can always you can usually find one area that like being late. You're gonna have a hard time arguing for why lateness is okay. Right. Like for most people, it's just that's unacceptable. Right. But I think it's trying to figure out what were the times that I cannot get bent out of shape with your lateness. Yeah. 5-10 minutes is not going to kill us here. Yeah. But then other time, and this is where you got to express why an issue is important. So I think it's identifying issues. And then if it's like, for me, being late means you don't respect people's time, means you don't care about, so there's oftentimes deeper stuff tied to why my difference is important to me. And I think we have to understand those differences if we're going to try to accommodate each other. Yeah, for sure. So celebrate, I think, is key. If you can. If you can't, how do you close the gap on the difference so that it's not as extreme and causing as many problems?
Right.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense. Speaking of celebrate, let's celebrate.
Let's guess.
Let's celebrate.
I'm gonna need some like Pepto or something after
Does it
this.
kill you?
Oh,
You don't have to drink the whole thing.
this smells like jalapeno.
Does it? Okay.
Yeah, this smells pepper-ish.
Oh, it's just like a bell pepper, though.
Okay. Yeah, you don't have to down the whole thing. You can just taste
That's
it.
part of it.
Oh, he's going in. All
Yeah,
right.
that's a.
Is that one any good?
That's some kind of pepper. No, because I don't love peppers, but
Okay.
yeah, that's a.
I'm actually good with it. I
You
like
like that one?
peppers.
That's pepper.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. What you call?
Oh, a
You
bell
like
pepper.
You like it a pepper?
It smells
Yeah.
like jalapeno,
You
but
going
it
pepper?
tastes like a bell
Yeah,
pepper.
it's not as hot as it.
No,
but
it's not
I'm
hot.
still
Okay.
going jalapeno.
Go an enchilada.
Oh, okay,
Enchilada.
yeah.
Did you taste
Yeah.
some enchilada in that?
It's
No
the
wonder I
pepper.
like it.
It's the pepper.
You like yourself an enchilada.
I love
so
Mexican food.
There you go. There you go. Well,
Pepper.
I'm
Yeah,
glad
I still
you're-
taste pepper.
all right.
Oh,
Yeah.
I need to stop smelling it.
Yeah,
You
don't
got me
smell. I told you
smelling.
don't
Dude,
smell.
this smells like
I told
diaper.
you don't smell.
This smells like urine.
Diaper.
This smells like yeah. This is when you got a little baby running around, you know, the diaper's so heavy, you know what I'm saying? Like that kid, like, dude, this kid has not had a new diaper.
looks a little like that.
Yeah. Ugh.
Yeah, I did a sip of that
That
one.
was
I
it?
couldn't.
Yeah, I can't finish that
I
one.
think the game should be we have to finish it. This is so,
You would
this
do
is
me
so
like
bad.
that. Oh,
You can do
it's,
it.
It's like those bad jelly beans.
Oh yeah, where you get the bat, dude. Yeah, that's just bad. I don't even know what to. Urine is all I can.
Really?
I can. What
Yeah.
tastes like urine? Is there anything you think of tastes like
No.
urine?
I'll give you a hint. It's not urine, but it does look a little like this.
I have no idea.
All right. Mustard.
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 Does not taste like mustard because I kind of like mustard.
Yeah, I'm good with mustard.
Mustard
That's
in
urine.
soda form,
They-
no dice.
they should change that to
We'll give your
urine.
stomach a break. We'll carry on here. We got two more.
All right, so give me. So I'm gonna give a difference, and then you guys give me a difference. So I think
All right.
one of our differences is just time together versus time alone. So
Yep.
so we've known over the years that Jill and I, I'm a little more extroverted, she's a little more introverted. But what I haven't noted, what we haven't really noticed until the last couple years, is her need for time alone. Because I was working out of the home most of the
right,
time, so
right,
I
right.
didn't really know.
Right.
And now that I'm around a bunch,
Huh.
it's too much for her.
Yeah.
But yet, it doesn't bother me. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
so my being around wasn't like it's too much, but for her it was too much. So we've had to. That's been a new season to navigate.
Yeah.
It's the same category,
Right.
but it's been weird
it's-
because it's like offensive to me because I'm like, dude, why don't you hang out? Like
Right.
it's cool. Like I'm not like in your space. Let's talk all the time.
Right.
Yeah.
But just proximity.
She had
in the
her
house.
routine.
Yeah, she had
Yeah.
a routine.
And then-
She had her
Those
alone
years,
time.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's been one we've had to navigate a new aspect of
Yeah.
in a different season.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, we did. Seasons like, because Lisa hadn't always worked for me.
yeah.
And so when I got home, she had been home and wanted to do stuff, but now it's changed a little bit since she's with
Like,
me.
oh,
But-
hey, you again.
But I also noticed that it's like she gets frustrated because, sometimes it's stuff she needs to get done or whatever she doesn't feel
Yeah.
like. So, me being a nice boss, I gave her Tuesdays off to do that. So
Oh.
she's got to navigate the
what a benevolent boss.
benevolent boss.
That's you, Toya.
Little BB.
I would say I am in conflict or anything like that. I say what I need to say and then I'm done. I'm quiet. I process. Ahmad is a preacher.
Ooh, okay.
Ahmad has a
about it.
lot to say,
Yeah.
and he uses every opportunity as a teaching opportunity.
Oh, that guy. Every moment's a teaching moment.
Now, we had the conversation, though, and he was just like,
That guy.
I'm going to stop. He is just like, and he has, honestly, but this is brand new. So he has stopped, but I'm just encouraging him
Yeah.
to get his men together and teach because he has a lot of good things to say. And I'm like, but you're saying it to me and Prince all the time. And it would be nice to spread
Wow.
that love because
I like that.
everything is a teaching opportunity.
I got a place for him to do that.
There
We
you
got
go.
a community of men
go.
hungry for some
Right.
stuff. So we probably need to talk about that.
Yeah, no.
It's always, yeah.
But
I've got a place for him, and she's pointing at me.
No, I'm talking. So I think that would be awesome. He needs that. Right. His thing is he's very strong. He wants to, he's like, I want to be strong with men, though. Well, I don't want anything that's like, so that's why he's been hesitant. But anyway, I'm like, go.
We'll talk about that.
You'll talk about that. But no, that's what he needs because it's time. It's time.
Take it off of you.
All right, Fowler, let's give me some more.
Yes!
You ready?
Let's wrap it up. Wrap it up.
Let's do the last two.
And just for the record, other than enchilada, we have not even been in the ballpark. Because these are that bad. Is this stuff just like, do they make it up for kicks, or is this like he's trying to be real? Like this is joke stuff.
Yeah, this is probably I don't know, joke stuff, but there were a ton of flavors. This one I'm thinking you should get.
I feel like everything, I'm just messed up now.
Yeah, it's like a sweet molasses kind of. It's got a little bit of maple-ish to it.
I was going to say, it does taste like maple.
Okay. Any bitterness to it at all?
No.
No bitterness.
No bitter.
All right.
No bitter.
This is coffee.
Wow.
Coffee soda. No, it's soda. So you got to mix sweet in there. So you got to work through that a little.
Yeah,
definitely wouldn't have said coffee.
That's weird. No? Yeah, especially as a guy who likes both warm coffee and cold brew. That would never.
So, because I was wondering, I haven't tasted these.
Ugh. This smells like canned corn.
Oh, yes, it does, dude. This smells like I just recently ate at Babes.
Yeah.
Cream corn is what this smells
corn
like.
right there, Babes.
Oh, yeah, that's
not corn.
Oh, but it's sweet. It's like corn. I would call this, if I was making this, I would be like, this is sweet corn cream soda.
Yeah? Look at that.
Sweet corn.
Look at that.
Sweet corn soda.
Wow.
So that one you liked.
I like that.
That one was,
I wouldn't want to drink the whole thing because it made me sick, but I liked it.
There you go. There you go.
Give me a little muffin with some honey on it.
Oh, there you go.
Chicken fried steak.
I'll have to taste some of these.
That was a cool experience. Thank you.
That was good. Yeah. That was the only one I liked. So we're not that different with our palate, what we like and don't like.
Yeah, that's true.
We need the one like nasty soda.
You do need a little pepper. A little less pepper.
Exactly.
Yeah, a little bit of pepper.
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah. Well, thank y'all so much for joining us on this episode, and we will be back next week.
Manage your differences, celebrate, and close the gap.
Close the gap.
Bye-bye.